Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Shalom. Hey, this is IUIC Dallas Cuts from the Streets, the edition of Christmas. Man, you already know what it is. Our people, they bugged out on Christmas just like they is on all the other holidays. So we out here to enlighten our people. First and foremost, just see, hey, look, how you feel about Christmas? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, then we go and enlighten them, all right? Hey, and with that, we'll be right back at you. Shalom, this is IUIC Dallas Cuts from the Streets. Who do I have the pleasure to speak with?
Tramika.
I got my sister Tramika. Tramika, how you feel about Christmas?
I feel great about Christmas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready for it?
Yes and no. I'm here by myself.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to spend time with the family. What do you typically do on Christmas?
I normally go back home to Austin to
Okay.
visit everybody. But other than that, that's it.
Okay.
Hey, this is Josiah with Cuts from the Streets, Dallas. I got here with me.
Really?
Adrian. So, Aurelia and Adrian, what does Christmas mean to you guys?
I don't know. I think for us it's a really special time because this is whenever we first had our first date, like exactly like right here, and our anniversary is coming up on the 23rd. So it's like it's a really special like month for us,
Gotcha.
and especially because we spend it with our families as well. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think it's a special day to spend with your loved ones and with your family.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, IUIC Dallas, we are back at you again. Who do I have the pleasure to speak with?
Arza.
I got my sister Arza. Arza, how you feel about Christmas?
I love Christmas. It's my birthday on Christmas, one, and two, also just the fact that like knowing that people are celebrating with their own families, and then I get to celebrate it with my family. I think it's just a double blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your favorite time of the year?
It's my second favorite time. My first time would it's a tie between Halloween and 4th of July, because also like all the costumes, and 4th of July also because you get to spend it with family and the whole idea of like cookouts by the lake on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you love family time. That's what you cherish the most.
Yes.
The streets, IUIC Dallas, and I got my brother
DJ Fife.
DJ Fife. Oh, okay, old school with it. Hey, mad at you, man. Hey, we know right now the holidays is coming up, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the biggest holiday about to come up right now next?
Christmas.
Christmas. Hey, we want to know about our people, man. What does Christmas mean to you, man?
Christmas to me is the time of giving back to those who don't have, to those who are less fortunate, and the time to be around your family. That's what it means to me.
Hey, this is Mordecai out here with Cuts from the Streets, IUIC Dallas, and I got my sis.
India.
India. Hey, we out here asking our people, hey, what does Christmas mean to you?
It's changed over the years for sure, especially after you had relationship with God, and then you kind of figure out, well, what the media says Christmas is, and then what the church says Christmas is, and then what Christmas is to you. So for me, Christmas is really about spending time with my family, and then there's so much around like what Christmas actually is, and it gets real deep. Like,
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you think Christ wants us to celebrate Christmas?
I mean, the way I grew up in church, it's not about the glitz and glamour, but like it's more so about him. I think he wants us to celebrate who he is rather than the normal traditionalized Christmas.
Okay, hey, can I ask you this question? Do you believe that Christ actually wanted us to be celebrating Christmas?
In some form, yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I got you.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all read the Bible?
I'm not really religious. Like
Not really religious. What about you?
Me neither.
Not. Do y'all believe in Jesus? Or you understand who Jesus is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was taught to us about Jesus as far as his birthday? Because a lot of people think that is Jesus Christ's birthday, right? Do y'all think that is his birthday or no?
I mean, that's what I was taught.
That's
so
what you was
yeah.
taught?
Yeah, me too.
You too? Okay.
Okay. You believe in the Bible? Can I show you a scripture?
Sure.
Okay. Us being IUIC, what we do is when we talk about topics or when we bring up topics, we like to show that it's actually biblical. And if we're talking about problems, we like to bring out the solutions in the Bible.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So God is finna tell the children of Israel something. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen,
Mm-hmm.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So God don't want his children to be like the heathen. He don't want them to learn the ways of the heathen.
Right.
And he said, don't be dismayed or amazed by the stars and things like that, like they are, right?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
You know what the word vain mean, right?
Yeah.
Like it's filled with lies, it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The customs.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
So real quick, we just had to think about it. What holiday deals with trees? Okay, we're gonna read a little bit further.
They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
Mm-hmm. That sounds just like Christmas. Ain't it a song that say, deck the halls with boughs of something?
Holly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Silver and gold, right? We reading out the Bible.
They are upright as the palm tree, but
Mhm.
speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them.
So when he was saying be not afraid of them, because the custom of Christmas comes from idol worship and saying that there's going to be an idol that embodies this tree.
Mm-hmm.
Put gifts under it so that way it doesn't harm you. So
Right.
God is saying they have to be carried. They have to be born. So it's nothing they can do to you. But God said, don't learn the customs of the heathen. Take no part in the customs of the heathen.
All right. With that, do you with you know how the history and everything like that? Do you believe that Christ was born actually in the wintertime?
It really kind of depends because of the geographical location where it took place. We're not really sure. I'm not sure.
I got you.
So
Okay, over here in America, because you know everybody celebrate a little bit different in Americas. Do you know what the original gifts was actually being given over here in America
No.
on Christmas?
I'm not sure.
Okay, and historically, the crazy part about it, they don't tell us about this in history. Actually, slaves, us was being sold actually as gifts was actually the original Christmas presents. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Read that for me. Yeah.
The book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 41.
Mhm.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
So the feast of the Passover. So Passover will be during the springtime, which will be called the spring break, which will be during like that March, April time period.
Okay.
All right, read on.
And when he was 12 years old,
Mhm.
they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
So it's telling you that Christ was actually during the time period of which would be Passover, which was actually in springtime. Because when they tell us winter time, like December the 25th, but actually the Bible tells us that he's actually in the spring during Passover. So with that being said, man, that's something that you haven't learned or knew or something like that?
That's something new to me.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so what if I said that we were taught something, but the Bible may say something different? Yep.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 2, and verse 41.
Uh-huh.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of Passover.
So the feast of Passover takes place in the spring. So at the beginning of the Israelites' year, or the year in general, was in the springtime, and they celebrated Passover. Y'all familiar with Passover?
I mean, yeah.
Y'all heard of Passover?
Yeah.
It's a high holy day that the Lord told us to keep. Keep reading.
And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
So when he turned 12 years old on his birthday, they went up to keep the feast of Passover, which is in the spring, not in the winter. Did y'all know that?
No, I did not.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So just think about this. In the wintertime, Christ we know that the inns were full and he had to stay in the manger outside in the outside elements, right? It would have been really cold, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think? Right.
Okay, well, they said, he's supposed to be born like December 25th. So do you feel like Christ was born in the wintertime?
I don't know. Yeah, because this is just so, like I said, as I've evolved as an adult and grown into my understanding and research, I'm just like, I don't really know. So I'm really at a point where I'm like, it's really about family for me right now.
Okay. Let me read that for me, brother.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry.
So you know what they say, we got Merry Christmas and things like that. That's actually was the the other people that took us as slavery, that they was gonna say make merry. That was the celebration, like, hey, we conquered them in slavery because we some of the most strongest people.
Right.
So they had to celebrate that we conquered some of the strongest people on the earth, right? Yeah. Go ahead, read on.
And shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
I do.
Okay, perfect. Do you think that Christmas is Christ's birthday?
I do.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 2, and verse 41.
You can start at verse 40 to get the context.
Verse 40. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him.
You already know who that's talking about, right? That's talking about Jesus.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
Do you know what time of the year Passover is?
I really don't. I just know the time I was born on Christmas. to be
I got
honest
you.
with
I got you. So Passover is springtime.
Okay.
That's when they do spring cleaning.
Okay.
Okay, so springtime, keep that in mind.
And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
So right here in the Bible, it tells us that Jesus' birthday, his 12th birthday, was Passover. So according to that, if we got to believe in the Bible rather than religion, right? Or rather than what man says, right? So according to that, Christmas or this time of the year is not Jesus' birthday.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one last question before I leave you, all right? Do you think God even wants us to celebrate birthdays?
I think he would want us to celebrate birthdays, but now that I know more about that verse itself, I'm going to have to look into that, because I really thought his birthday was also on the 25th.
Okay, I'm going to enlighten you with one more thing, and then we're going to leave you. All right.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
So IUIC Cuts from the Streets, Dallas. Hey, we are at the conclusion of our Christmas edition. You already know we had some upsetting interviews. It's really just upsetting to hear that our people really think that Christ was born in the dead of winter on December. Well, you know, our people not reading the Bible. They just going to the Christian church, and the Christian pastor is still feeding them with lies, all right? And with that, we say shalom.